Hello and welcome back to the couch. We saved you a seat. My name is Luke,
Aaron.
and we're going to be checking out the Superman trailer that dropped today, May 14th. Pretty heavily anticipated. James Gunn, he's the man. So we're going to check it out. You excited?
Yeah, I'm we've been talking about this movie for 5 years. So yeah, I'm ready for it to be out. It's
All right, let's do
it's
it.
been a thing. Let's do it.
Are you being serious right now?
Yeah,
You'd let me interview you as Superman.
sure.
So they know each other already. Okay.
Ready?
Let's do it, Cronkite.
Superman.
Miss Lane.
Recently, you've come under a lot of fire for
I
what
know,
some
it's a
might.
lot of
it's
fire,
it's a
but-
lot.
Okay.
Today, the Secretary of Defense said he was going to look into your actions.
Dude's hair's wild.
That's funny.
My actions? I stopped a war.
Maybe.
Not maybe. I did.
In effect, you illegally entered a country.
This is how you're gonna be?
I'm not the one being interviewed, Superman. Did you consult with
Whoa,
the
how strong was that guy?
No.
You seemingly acting as a representative of
I
the
wasn't
United States
representing
will cause
anybody
more
except for me.
problems around the
And,
world.
and,
More.
and doing good.
I would question myself in the same situation and consider the consequences.
People were going to die. Hey, buddy. Eyes up here.
That classic music. Ooh, goosebumps.
Your choices, your actions. That's what makes you who you are.
Okay. Just cameos here.
Man. He's not a man. He's an it. He's somehow become the focal point of the entire world's conversation. I will not accept that.
I cleaned your boots. I'll go get them for you.
Spidey got kaiju? That's so cool.
You have a dog?
Okay. I think it goes without saying. I think James Gunn understood the assignment.
Yeah, it looks I don't want to say less serious than previous Superman movies. It looks a lot of fun. It looks like there's a lot of movie in one movie.
Yeah, it was a massive trailer.
Yeah.
One of the things I like about it, to be honest with you, and it's something that like our generation of folk, maybe previous generation of folk, always, I like Batman better than Superman. Why? Because I can relate to Batman. It's like, okay, well, not really, but
Yeah,
they make him
yeah.
relatable. He's relatable.
Yes.
He's having an argument with his girlfriend about the other part of his personality. That, you know what I mean? Like, that's relatable. I've
Yeah.
had that argument about times when I've been on stage or maybe had a few too many Budweisers. What? And it's making
Yeah,
Superman relatable. They
They've
did
done
that.
a good job at really letting him have struggles, you know. I mean,
Right. How do you make the Man of Steel relatable? And they did. Like, he's not like a
Right.
messiah character necessarily from this point of view.
Yeah, yeah. I know the Man of Steel and Batman, the previous Superman, you know, they really did kind of push that Messiah point of view, which added this really just heavy feel to those movies. And as much as I enjoy that, you know, this one seems a bit more in line with like classic, you know, like what's it, the Silver Age heroes. You know, it's still got this air of seriousness, but it doesn't feel as heavy. You know,
No.
there's still danger, there's still stakes, but you can still have fun while, you know,
Yeah,
fighting the bad guys.
I like a naive Superman, and not naive in terms of like dumb, like not dumb, but just like he has the capacity for so much good, and he
Yeah.
grew up so simple. Why not let him be simple and good?
Yeah.
And everyone else disagrees with it. I find that fascinating. It's a cool thing.
I do wonder how much they're going to give us a redo of his origin story, which I hope is not much. Because we all know what that is, you know. We've all seen every version of Superman that shows him being sent from Krypton and landing on a farm and all that. And I hope that they are able to kind of just breeze through that here, because we all know it. We don't need to see it, you know, a third or fourth time or whatever.
I mean, everything from Luthor, I agree. Everything from Luthor's jealousy to Lois's ability to be like a stern reporter, like that person wins the Pulitzer or whatever she would win these days. Like that,
Yeah.
you know, like those characters are genuine to what we know. The first trailer with the dog hopping on him while he's laying, looking like an anime character in the snow, that's relatable.
Yeah.
I've been hungover with a dog jumping on me before. It sucks. Like, you know, it's relatable. I think
try a super dog that can pound you into the ground by jumping on you.
right. And the juxtaposition between you've got Lex Luthor who is doing what he thinks is right, and you've got Superman who is doing what he thinks is right.
Yeah.
And there's action and consequence, and they just have to deal with it.
Yeah. But they definitely seem to be embracing the cheese. They are embracing the goofiness of it, especially with like, you know, the snippets of Nathan Fillion's Green Lantern character. Like he seems to be like the comic relief, you know. He seems to be over the top goofy. Kind of, you know, honestly, like this reminds me more of a Marvel movie than it does a DC movie, which I think is a good thing because, you know, as I said before, you know, superhero movies, they were, especially DC, they were always very heavy.
Yeah.
Now they're a little bit more lighthearted, and I think it's going to open it up to a broader audience. Not that the audience for Superman isn't already massively broad, but you know, it's those last movies that Zack Snyder did. Kids can't watch those. They're violent and dark, and
right. I just
are a little more family friendly. It looks like.
I just truly understand. Like I truly like that each character of the three that we see on the screen, their narrative, their individual narrative is so it's almost on the nose in a great way. Like we know exactly what their motivation is. We know why Lois Lane talks to Superman that way, and we could know what Lois Lane's relationship with Lex Luthor is going to be because it's similar. Who do you think you are to make these actions that hurt so many people? Like, it's awesome. I hope they have that interview in here. That would be cool to have a Lois Lane, Lex Luthor interview. You know, I guess he's president, maybe. I don't know. But it also something that, you know, because one of the movies I've seen recently in theaters was Sinners, right? And the coolest thing about that movie was that the music and the scene and the set and the setting were almost a character. This feels the same. You know, this isn't just generic city in possibly dystopian future, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Like Metropolis looks like a place I'd want to live.
Yeah.
You know, barring alien. I mean, he fights a kaiju. In the prison
Yeah.
cells, you can see other DC characters that I recognize. It's really cool. Like, they made you feel cool watching this. It's uplifting. It's hopeful. It's cool.
Yeah.
Good job, trailer. Good job, Zack Snyder.
Yeah. I enjoyed it.
I'm in for it.
I'm looking forward to it.
You're saying you're going to see this in the
absolutely.
theaters? For sure.
Oh, yeah. Well, we've been waiting so long. Like, at this point, why would I not?
Well, the
Like,
scale.
yeah.
The scale is meant for IMAX. The scale is meant for that experience. So, absolutely.
Yeah.
Good job, James Gunn. I think that's going to be it for us. Tell us what you think in the comments below. And if you like this, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. But until next time, later, taters.